Hey you guys, it's Girl 83. I am looking a mess right now. I don't care though, but I need to get this update out about my hair loss before I forget um, intricate details that need to be discussed or at least mentioned. Um, I have been battling a cold and it is just not the same. Let me just touch on that really quick, you guys. Being sick for the first time after having my gastric sleeve, um, I normally have like a seasonal allergy. Like, I'm not really severely allergic to anything, but when the seasons change, I end up with like a itchy throat, like sneezing, a little bit of runny nose. Now, most of the time I end up with a sinus infection because I just have this weird thing, I guess the way my body is set up. It doesn't necessarily like, um, it doesn't have like the capacity to handle mucus. So I end up getting an infection. It turns into something else. It just hangs around too long. You should be able to like, cough out like sputum and spit and stuff. That's not really happening for me. And after surgery, I've noticed that my cough is weak anyway. Prior to like say I lit an incense and like it got in my nose or like I breathed it in somehow a little too much. Like I'll cough, but like it's like it's not like a good, you know, strong cough. So now that I'm sick, let me just tell you guys about yesterday. I ended up going to the emergency room yesterday. I wanted to keep rubbing my eyes because my eyes itch so much. I pulled my eyelashes off in the parking lot. That's how irritated and like my like just so congested and yeah. It was a mess, you guys. It was just a mess. I really thought I was going to pass out. I'm not getting enough water to start with. I'm not getting enough protein. I'm not getting enough calories. And then now I'm dealing with the seasonal ordeal, whether it's allergies for you or you actually end up with like a cold or flu type deal. It's all the same, especially when you can't really swallow anything. Like my throat was hurting, and then the mucus is just filling up my stomach. It was horrible. Yesterday, I was like, I'm gonna pass out. I'm going to pass out. Um, it was hard to like breathe in like a good clean breath without triggering the urge to cough. So I couldn't really breathe deep, and I couldn't take in nearly enough fluid. And I even went the day before yesterday, and I bought me some Gatorade. I can't really handle pills like I used to. Be able to swallow pills, so the liquid syrup, the Dayquil, it was still kind of thick, and it was really hard for me to get down enough for me to actually for it to do something. You know what I mean? So yeah, I don't understand why it needs to be so thick, but I was considering diluting it with water, but I was like, what is that gonna do me? Because then it's still gonna fill up my stomach with something other than water or nutrition, which, oh my goodness, you guys. So you guys get the point. Stay hydrated. Um, when I went to the emergency room, they didn't even give me fluids. I guess I kept up with enough of my liquids prior to getting sick because they were just like, well, you don't appear to be dehydrated, so we know that's not really an issue. Um, but I was really tired and fatigued. But there's also another reason why I think I have still other health issues. And I keep looking at my arm, you guys. Sorry. It's just, I keep looking at my arm, you guys. Sorry. It's just so saggy right now. Excuse me. So, anyway, let me touch bases on this hair loss because I expected hair loss after having had surgery. I expected some hair loss. But keep in mind that can happen because we're not getting enough nutrition overall. Not enough water, protein, calories. Um, our body's not going to spend energy to grow hair when you need as much of that nutrition that you're getting in to go to your heart and lungs and liver and all your major organs, your brain, to keep fueling, you know, oxygen and energy and all that. So, of course, I expected there to be some, an amount of hair loss. I was taking biotin. I stopped taking it probably like 3 or 4 days ago, you guys. I was just breaking out. Like, I still have a few that are healing. Like, they hurt. I've seen that happen to people like taking biotin where they break out and have some acne bumps show up and they're painful. They're painful too, you guys. I was like, man, I'm really breaking out. And I used to take biotin prior to having weight loss surgery because I was growing out my natural hair, my own natural hair. Was thriving, was doing pretty good with getting its maximum thickness because I don't really have a lot of hair. Like I don't have thickness, but it was doing a lot better. My not putting in chemicals in my hair and stuff. And I was like, oh man, I'm gonna get my starter locks done, get my surgery done. Hair loss is gonna probably happen. In my mind, I'm thinking, okay, some hair loss, like some hair loss. When I show you guys a picture of, I will show it to you guys right about here. Okay, so I'm noticing like the longer strands. It's this wig hair in there. Like I use the same brush, which I don't normally do. I usually have a wig brush that I use on my hair. Sorry, y'all, my battery died. So I took a little break, and while I was on a break, I am nearly finished with my Gatorade. Yay for me! That was probably like a whole hour went by. So yeah, you guys, what was I saying about my hair? My solution right now is to let it all go, just to cut my hair. I'm gonna cut it really short, and I will pick up where I left off when I can, as far as the health of my hair, because right now I'm just really more concerned that I'm getting enough nutrients to fuel my body. And my hair is not super duper extremely important, and I can't expect my body to spend energy where it's not necessarily detrimental. Like, yes, I love hair and I love my curls, but we must move on. And we must keep fighting the good fight, which is losing weight, because I have come so far. I'm not at all saying that you shouldn't feel some type of way. I do feel some type of way. But I can't, I just refuse to spend my energy dwelling on something that I cannot necessarily change right now. And I know that I'm doing everything that I can to turn it around as soon as possible. So I'm actively, aware of what I need to do, and I am still actively doing what I need to do in order to get my hair back on track. So I will go ahead and put that in the back of my mind at this point and move forward, because like I said, there's so many more important things going on. Like I'm starting pre-K at home with my 2-year-old, and that's going to happen in the next week and a half or so. She's going to turn 3 at the end of this month on the 30th, and I will then promptly, and it's on a Friday, so we will start class on that following Monday. I'm still making sure that we have every thing that we need for each lesson. So I'm, double checking everything. So that's what I'm in the process of doing. Yeah, it's not all bad, you guys. Chin up. you know, you never know what you're going to get. But I'm extremely happy with my weight loss results this far. So I think that's it. That's all I have for you guys. Yeah.